Have you ever bumped into an old friend and thought, how on earth do they look exactly the same as they did 20 years ago? Maybe they've got a spring in their step, a twinkle in their eye, like they've discovered some secret fountain of youth. Well, guess what? They probably have. And it's not in a fancy pill or a pricey cream. It's right there in their grocery cart. Today, we're talking about 6 foods that can help you feel and look years younger, even after 70. And trust me, these aren't weird, impossible to find ingredients. They're simple, delicious, and might already be in your kitchen. Let's start with my neighbor Marge. At 78, Marge gardens, walks 3 miles a day, and still beats her grandkids at Scrabble. When I asked her secret, she handed me a bowl of blueberries and said, "These are my wrinkle fighters." Turns out, she's onto something big. Researchers at Tufts University found that older adults who ate berries daily had sharper memories and slower cellular aging compared to those who didn't. Why? Berries are packed with antioxidants, tiny warriors that battle the inflammation and oxidative stress that speed up aging. But here's the kicker. You don't need a pint a day. A handful of blueberries in your oatmeal or a few strawberries blended into a smoothie can work wonders. Now, let's talk about something you might have hated as a kid but should love as a savvy senior. Leafy greens. I'm talking spinach, kale, Swiss chard, the kind of stuff Popeye swore by. My buddy Frank, a 75-year-old retired mechanic, calls them his grease for the joints. After his arthritis flared up, his doctor told him to add a daily spinach salad. Within months, he was back to tinkering with his '57 Chevy. Turns out, I needed more iron in my engine, he joked. But it's not just about joints. Leafy greens are loaded with vitamin K, which strengthens bones, and lutein, which protects your eyes from age-related decline. Don't like salads? No problem. Sneak greens into soups, stir-fries, or even scrambled eggs. My Aunt Edna blends a handful of spinach into her morning smoothie. Tastes like a tropical vacation, she insists, though I'm pretty sure she's never actually been to one. Now, here's a food that's often overlooked but packs a punch. Walnuts. Yes, walnuts. My friend Clara keeps a jar by her recliner and snacks on them during her afternoon crossword puzzles. They're my brain batteries, she says. Science backs her up. Walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain health and may even slow cognitive decline. A 2022 study found that seniors who ate a handful of nuts daily had better focus and lower rates of depression. Plus, they're a great source of plant-based protein, perfect for keeping muscles strong without overdoing meat. But here's the trick. How you eat these matters as much as what you eat. Marge mixes walnuts into her yogurt, Frank tosses them into his oatmeal, and I've been known to crush them onto a slice of whole grain toast with a drizzle of honey. The goal isn't to overhaul your diet overnight. It's to add these age-defying foods in ways that feel easy and enjoyable. Of course, berries, greens, and walnuts are just the beginning. But before we dive into the next trio of superfoods, let's pause here. Try adding one of these to your meals this week. Maybe a spinach omelet or a berry parfait for dessert. Small changes, big rewards. Now, you might be thinking, what about something hearty, comforting? Oh, we've got you covered. The next foods on our list might surprise you. They're not just good for you. They're downright delicious. You know, when I first heard anti-aging foods, I imagined bland salads and expensive supplements. But what if I told you some of the most powerful, age-defying foods are actually comforting and deeply satisfying? Let's dive into 3 more delicious options that'll make your taste buds and your cells do a happy dance. First up, fatty fish, like salmon or mackerel. Now, I grew up thinking fish was just brain food, but my friend Harold, a spry 82-year-old fisherman, calls it his rust-proofing spray. Harold eats salmon twice a week, grilled with a squeeze of lemon and a sprinkle of dill. Keeps my joints slick and my heart ticking, he says. Turns out, Harold's onto something. Fatty fish are packed with omega-3s, healthy fats that fight inflammation, protect your heart, and even keep your brain sharp. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors with higher omega-3 levels had larger brain volumes, equivalent to delaying aging by 1 to 2 years. Not a fish fan? Try canned sardines on whole grain crackers or a tuna melt. Harold's grandkids even sneak salmon into his meatloaf. They think I don't notice. Joke's on them, I love it. Next, let's talk about a spice that's been hiding in your pantry: turmeric. My neighbor Rita, a 77-year-old yoga enthusiast, swears by her golden milk ritual: warm milk with turmeric, ginger, and a dash of honey. It's like a hug for my creaky knees, she laughs. The magic ingredient here is curcumin, a compound with potent anti-inflammatory properties. Research shows curcumin can ease arthritis pain, improve mobility, and even boost mood. Rita mixes turmeric into soups, scrambled eggs, and even her morning oatmeal. My grandkids call it my witch's brew, but they're the ones stealing spoonfuls, she says. Pro tip: pair turmeric with black pepper. It boosts curcumin absorption by 2,000%. Now, let's tackle a breakfast staple with a twist: Greek yogurt. But not just any yogurt, the plain, unsweetened kind. My cousin Lou, a 79-year-old retired teacher, starts his day with a bowl topped with fresh fruit and a drizzle of local honey. It's my gut's best friend, he says. Greek yogurt is loaded with probiotics, which keep your digestive system humming, and calcium for strong bones. But here's the kicker: a healthy gut is linked to better immunity, clearer skin, and even a sharper mind. Lou's trick? Use it as a substitute for mayo in chicken salad or as a base for creamy dressings. My wife thinks I'm a gourmet chef now, he jokes. Little does she know I'm just spooning yogurt into a bowl. But wait, what if you're thinking, I can't eat fish every week, or turmeric stains everything? Start small. Add a pinch of turmeric to your rice, swap one sugary snack for a yogurt parfait, or try a salmon burger instead of beef. Remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. My friend Agnes, 81, hated fish until her grandson made her salmon tacos with mango salsa. Now I request them every Tuesday, she says. Taco Tuesdays keep me young. And here's a secret: these foods work better together. Rita pairs her turmeric-spiced soups with a side of Greek yogurt. Harold eats his salmon with a kale salad. It's like building a dream team for your body. Each member plays a role, and together, they're unstoppable. Of course, even the best foods can't do all the heavy lifting alone. But when you pair them with one final powerhouse habit, well, let's just say the results might surprise you. Now let's talk about the secret sauce that makes these anti-aging foods truly shine: hydration. You might be thinking, water, really? But stick with me. This isn't just about sipping plain H2O. My friend Irene, 81, calls her morning ritual watering the garden. She starts her day with a tall glass of water infused with lemon slices and a pinch of Himalayan salt. It's like giving my cells a wake-up call, she says. And she's right. As we age, our sense of thirst dulls, and dehydration creeps in, leading to fatigue, joint stiffness, and even brain fog. Pairing hydration with nutrient-dense foods helps your body absorb those antioxidants, omega-3s, and probiotics like a sponge. But here's the fun part: hydration doesn't have to be boring. Try herbal teas, watermelon cubes, it's 92% water, or even a bowl of broth-based soup. My neighbor Walt, a retired firefighter, swears by his soup Sundays, where he simmers veggie-packed minestrone all afternoon. It's a meal and a drink, he winks. Of course, even the best diet needs a sidekick. Let's talk about movement. Not marathons or CrossFit, just gentle, consistent activity. My Aunt Lois, 84, pairs her anti-aging meals with a daily walk and talk around her neighborhood. I chat with neighbors, sniff roses, and get my heart happy, she says. Studies show that light exercise, like walking or Tai Chi, boosts circulation, helping deliver those nutrients to your cells faster. Lois even does calf raises while washing dishes. Multitasking for longevity. Now, let's tie it all together. Here's a quick recap of our 6 age-defying foods. 1. Berries, like Marge's blueberries for brain power. 2. Leafy greens, Frank's spinach, for joints and eyes. 3. Walnuts, Clara's brain batteries, for focus. 4. Fatty fish, Harold's salmon, for heart and brain. 5. Turmeric, Rita's golden milk, for inflammation. 6. Greek yogurt, Lou's gut-friendly staple, for digestion. But remember, this isn't a rigid checklist. Miss a day? No guilt. My buddy Ernie mixes frozen berries into store-bought oatmeal when he's rushed. Anti-aging drive-through, he jokes. The goal is progress, not perfection. So, what's the final piece of the puzzle? It's simpler than you think, and it starts with how you talk to yourself. Let's talk about the final ingredient in the anti-aging recipe. One that's free, always in stock, and more powerful than any superfood: your mindset. My friend Ethel, 83, puts it best. You can eat all the kale in the world, but if you're stewing in stress, you'll still feel old. Ethel starts her day with 2 affirmations. I'm still growing, and today is gonna surprise me. She swears it's why strangers mistake her for a young 70. And science agrees. A Yale study found that seniors with a positive outlook on aging lived 7.5 years longer than those who saw it as decline. Your thoughts? They're the seasoning that makes everything else taste better. Take my cousin Marty, who retired feeling expired. Then, he started calling himself a recycled teenager and joined a community theater group. I play dead bodies in murder mysteries, he laughs. But at least I'm the liveliest corpse in the cast. Marty still eats his salmon and walnuts, but he credits his joy to pretending as much as eating. Here's the big picture. Aging well isn't a diet. It's a symphony. The berries, fish, and greens are the instruments, but your mindset is the conductor. Pair that with movement, hydration, and connection, and you've got a masterpiece. So, let's tie this all together. Nourish your body with foods that fight inflammation and fuel your cells. Nourish your habits with gentle movement and hydration hacks. Nourish your spirit with curiosity, laughter, and a dash of mischief. My neighbor Grace, 88, gardens in a sequined hat to scare the weeds. She snacks on walnuts while singing to her tomatoes. They ripen faster when I serenade them, she insists. Whether she's right or not, her joy is contagious, and that's the point. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small change you'll make this week? A turmeric latte? A walk with a grandkid? Or maybe just a daily dose of I'm still growing? Share your plan below. We're all in this together. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more ways to thrive at any age. Remember, aging isn't about counting years. It's about making years count. Here's to your health, your joy, and your inner recycled teenager. Keep shining.